What's going on, everybody? Kevin here, back again with the Six Streets YouTube channel, and today we are wrapping up working on the Supra and attempting to crank it for the first time in a while. I already bolted the valve covers down, which I hadn't done in the last video, which if you didn't see the last video, go check that out now. Spark plug cover, I did order the bolts, but I'm just going to leave it loose in case. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do an oil change, simply because a lot of fuel has dumped into the engine oil from the amount of times that we've attempted to crank this motor, and you know, it just not turning over, not combusting. So there probably is a lot of fuel in there, including from the time that it actually flooded. So what we're going to do is just drain that oil, change it real quick, and yeah, let's get to it. Get our pan, get underneath this bitch. So we got our drain plug out, you see all our oil coming out, and then we're going to be replacing with some new 2050 Valvoline VR1. That's the oil I've been using on this car, and this oil plug actually, as you can see, magnetic. We're going to torque this back in. This is the Greddy cap I was telling you guys about. You can see the little magnet on the end. The factory spec is 27 foot-pounds, so that's what I brought out the torque wrench for. We put that in and then we can fill our oil. Well, not fill our oil actually. First we're going to get the filter out once we put this in. Alright, so we torqued down our drain plug. Now let's get our oil filter out. You need one of these wrenches. Alright, we got it loose. I tightened that a bit much. So this time we actually got a Greddy oil filter, just because I ordered a lot of stuff from Drift Motion for the timing job, so I was like, you know what, let me try one of these out. New filter in. Now just motor oil, and we're done. This one's like half a quart. I had to use some to lube up the pistons and rods I bought for this car. So for now I'm good. I just got to keep filling oil. I'm just going to skip through all of this, and I'll catch up with you guys once I'm doing the removal of the manifold, to then remove the rail again, put my old injectors back in. They came back perfectly clean, flowing properly, sealing properly, everything just perfect, so I can run this car on the same tune again with the old 750 injectors. Alright, so I left for a while, left to get some stuff. Got two of these fittings right here, -10s for my fuel lines to fit the fuel filter I ordered, which is coming in. I got an Aeromotive 40 micron coming in. So these were for that. Ate some food, and so we're left with a lot of work for the latter half of the afternoon, but we should be able to get it done pretty soon. I also got to put this breaker in. My breaker in the back of the car went bad, so this is a replacement for that. So for now, we're just going to start doing the most annoying part of this process, which is removing this manifold. As you can see, the Mark III doesn't have an insane amount of room right here to work with. Of course, there are other cars that it would probably fit tighter in and all that, but you know, the Mark III is no easy task either. It's not easy, but it's not difficult. It's just kind of annoying. And for those of you who haven't done it, it can look a little intimidating, but once you get it done, at least that first time, you'll be fine. The first time I ever took this off took a couple hours. I put it back on in like less than 1 hour, maybe like 30-40 minutes around there. So that gives you an idea of what it takes to get this done. And we're taking this off to put these old Simon Decas back in. These are the old 750s that were on the car. We got them cleaned up, and actually we can throw them back in. They're flowing properly. We don't have a leaking injector anymore, and we're all good. We don't even have to tune this car anymore, because we didn't really change the turbo setup or anything like that. This is pretty much reverting it to the way it was when it was last running. I also want to say thanks to Bowden as Straight Boost, who cleaned up these injectors for me and has me a lot closer to being on the road than before, and in a much more affordable fashion too. As for these 2300 cc's that are in the car, I'm gonna take them out and I'm gonna save them for when I get ready to go E85. I know it's double the work to take them out again, but to be honest, it's not the hardest task anyway. I'm willing to do it again to get my car back a little faster. So with that being said, we got to start taking apart and see if we can do this by nightfall. I don't have a deep socket, so I'm gonna have to do this the long way, unfortunately. Little 11mm wrench. Alright, there we go. Now we just got to start unbolting everything we can find. which most of the manifold is held in by I think 12s for the most part. Then you just got to take out this cable, this bracket right here for the throttle, and then all this should be able to come off pretty easy. Disconnect whatever you see in sight. Get this cable out. There we go. This can now stay in the car, no problem. Some people take off the throttle body to get their manifold off, but I've been able to do it successfully a couple of times without doing that. So I'm gonna do it without pulling off the throttle body and just removing all the 12s, 14s, anything I see that are holding this manifold in place. So this is the biggest pain when you're removing this manifold. There are a couple of bolts that actually have nuts behind them, so you do have to reach back in very tight spaces to be able to reach and get things off. But other than that, it's a pretty straightforward job. There, we got one of the tougher ones out. That ground off. Then we got an easier ground to access right here. This is one of the easier long bolts that hold it in, no nut in the back. Oh fuck. Oh, I see it. I gotta get a magnet. Highly recommend one of these magnets in case you lose something. Come on, get that, get that, get that. I see it. There we go. Keep it, keep it, keep it on the way out, and we got it back. Alright, this one's for the ground. Have everything in order from front to back to make remembering how to put it together easy as can be. You don't necessarily have to organize that much because it's a bit of a puzzle, so while you're doing it you kind of figure out where everything goes anyway. You don't really need to do what I'm doing. It's just kind of a prevention in case you forget where something goes. It's not difficult to do it all, so why not? This one I think doesn't have a nut behind it. I don't think so. Yeah, this doesn't have a nut behind it. It's one of the shorter ones. Then we have another long one. That one out. We only have a couple more left. And then we just gotta, oh yeah, disconnect this for the booster. Okay, that one fell to the ground, thankfully. We just got to get our dipstick out. And then we got two more bolts. One of them being the hardest one right down there, and then an easy nut right at the top. And I believe we don't really have anything else to remove left. So from here on out, pretty easy. All right, I think I got this. Yeah, see, put your arm under the master cylinder. Yeah. That does the trick. All right. Got the nut out. All right. Yep, everything's off it. Once we got one thing. Oh shit. We have a vacuum line. Forgot to take off at the back. There. Now we're free. So now, as you guys see, easy access to the fuel rail. We take these fittings off, get this out, get the connectors off the injectors. Might as well do that right now. And then we're pretty much good to just pull these 2 Allen bolts out and get this out of here. Get the fuel rail out. So 6. Alright guys, day 2 of our old injector install. Are now cleaned up and everything. I took some time off the video to get this fuel rail all cleaned up, nice. Let's get our injectors out. Move them up real nice and put them in our rail. So you just add a little bit of oil. Move up the O-ring real nice. You go ahead and move up the top. There we go. 1 injector in. And then of course the bottom goes in here, of course. That's pretty easy. I'm just gonna skip through this process. All 6 are the same thing. So you guys already saw one, you saw them all. So after some difficulty with the O-rings, we got them in. We just had too many O-rings on the injectors. Gonna set up my light right here. This actually works pretty damn well. Better than I expected it to. But yeah, this works perfect for when I'm working on it right now. Got all our injectors in, as you see. Now, time to just fit the rail. Actually, let me lube up the tips a little more. Ooh, there goes my phone. All the O-rings look like they seated properly. So, I'm gonna connect these lines. And I don't know if I'm actually gonna be able to prime pumps because all the grounds are disconnected that go to the manifold. If I am, we're gonna check for leaks then. I believe I can. I'm gonna connect everything and double check. If not, then we're gonna have to risk it all and check after I have all the work done, unfortunately. Alright guys, yesterday was cut short because it was very dark when I started working actually. I just finished getting the rail in last night pretty much, and that was that. That was the only stuff I did. I could have done the manifold and all that, but it was a little too dark. If I lost a bolt or something, it would have been absolute hell. So I figured I'd save it until today. And so today we're gonna assemble everything and we figure out if this car starts or not. And if it doesn't, then I don't really know what's coming next. With that being said, I feel it will start up, so let's get to work. No point of view this time, simply because you guys already saw how I took everything out. It's pretty much the same process putting it back in. So this is just gonna be a quick time lapse or a couple cuts, and then we try to crank this thing. are fully assembled finally. We got the whole manifold on. Everything is on right now, as should be. Almost forgot this line that goes to the blow-off valve, as you see. So now we're pretty much all ready to try crank. Oh my god. Well, I got those two vacuum for sure. This one was the last one. So this is connected, that's connected. Okay. So now we're almost fully assembled. Now that I got those oh god, the intercooler pipe. I'll do that off camera. So the moment I've been waiting to try for a while, Javi came over to see it.
We out here, man. We out here.
So we have some coolant in the car already. Yeah. Getting ready to bleed it.
It's pretty much full, so
getting ready to crank. Oh yeah, by the way, check if anything leaks here when I prime.
Yeah, I got you, man.
If something leaks, then you know we gotta stop.
The moment for the beat suck.
Yep. All right, let's go. Let's go. Ready?
Oh. I don't see any leaks, man.
Okay, I'm gonna crank.
You gonna record it? Okay, go.
It's almost there.
You're priming though. You're not gonna start right away.
A damn storm outside. Let's try it. Almost. It's right there, man.
Right there,
bro.
Yeah, for the video.
Yo! No way, bro. It's a running car for sure.
Running car now. Hey, it's alive, man.
Oh my god. I gotta let it burn the gas out.
Yeah, you have to.
Because this is running like crap.
You have to.
Boost gauges and everything again. Oh man. We're back in action. Bro, I can't fucking believe this. Alright guys, so we know we have a running Supra. So the car is running like crap right now because this old gas from like last August. But we got a running car, the most important thing. So I'm really excited once this runs out, go fill it up and finally get to drive. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, stay posted for more, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.
Everybody get smoked, dummy. Everybody get smoked, dummy. Yeah, look, I'm aiming straight for the jugular, fuck it up. Everybody finna talk what they want. Know that they stating the formula for me, but I talk a lot when I gotta be blunt. Ain't talking fast when I send it text out. Check the connection and lead the rest out. Speaking into this shit, got the best out. So I'm